uh, Good afternoon, good evening, depending wherever you are. Right? I want to say thank you and welcome to my podcast. My name is Jim Bratton Jr. from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Yes, I'm dressed in the baseball cap and the military camouflage today. I am not a military man, but just I'm a political captain. All right. I am a political captain. All right. So again, I want to give my take about Prince Johnson death and the state burial that was given to him. First of all, I want to say, was it okay for Prince Johnson to be given a state burial? Oh, yes. He was a senator of a county, Nima County. And besides that, he was a warlord for Nima County, right? And giving him a state burial, I think it's a good thing to do. But I want to say, you see, it's like our country people get a parable of saying, sorry guys, I'm trying to, look good for the camera. I'm sorry. They get a parable. If you wash the clothes, for you to send or put the clothes on the sun, and then you actually hang it up in the house, it takes a long time before it get dry. That's what he did. They catch him and kill him of Doe by Prince Johnson. If Prince Johnson was going to turn Doe over to the international community so that they can do a due process, because Doe was a dictator, right? And Doe have a death squad, Tilly, Pennell, and Sergeant Kelly. Those people, they were the ones that massacred during the Lutheran War, the Lutheran church, massacre. So if Prince Johnson was going to actually arrest Doe and turn him over to the international community, that was going to be the brilliant thing he was going to do. But again, anybody that come by the soul, you will die by the soul. That's right. You murder, Doe murder President William R. Tolbert Jr. and the 13 Gallon men. He murdered Tolbert on the 8th floor of the executive mansion. And he didn't stop there. He went after Tolbert's son, A.B. He didn't stop there. Those ministers in Tolbert administration, most of them were brilliant and they got family. They took a decision and they murdered 13 of them. Yeah, 1980, I was like 13 years old, but I remember everything. I was not too young to not remember anything. Yes. But the point I'm making here is firefight. If you are coming from Butuo, coming all the way to the city to kill Doe or to remove him out of power, why don't you just be the Kurumba and just go to the executive mansion and just do what you got to do? But coming from Butuo and coming all the way with the firefight, do you know how many civilians would die in the process? There are so many of them. Am I a fan of Prince Johnson? No. Was I a fan of Samuel Kanyang Doe? No. I am not. Because anything that has to do with killing is nothing but killing. And our country was built on Christian principle. So if you are coming to get a man who don't want to come out of power, to leave power so easily, you can just go to the executive mansion and do a coup d'etat. Steve Davis, how are you? But coming from Butuo, do you know how many men, women, and children that are going to lose their lives in order to actually do the revolution that you brought? It was stability at the highest. The war was senseless. The war was like they did it because of power. And I'm sorry to say, Charles Taylor, he fooled you at the Nibaya to use your county to commit the mayhem, to commit the atrocity, simply because he felt that Doe killed Kumba on the aborted coup 1985. So the best place he could pass was through Nima County. He wanted to pass through the Sierra Leone, and the Sierra Leone said, no, we can't allow you. Our country is, you want to pass through Guinea. Guinea said, no, we can't do that. If you want to destabilize your country, you do it and go pass somewhere else. But Philip Ofoe-Boyan, I'm just giving you the historical backdrop, and I will come to Prince Johnson whether it is okay for them to give him a state funeral, a state burial. Yes, it is. But I'm just giving you the historical backdrop. So my thing is, people are saying, oh, Prince Johnson dead, would there be a war crime tribunal or whatever it is? Yeah, there should be a war crime court. Prince Johnson killed the president. But not just the president. If you come here after do the firefight, you killed him, you cut his ear, you murder him, that's fine. We're being done with it. But why would the innocent people, like the Gali, you know, the guy at the Hotel Africa, you know, killing innocent women that going and fleeing the war simply because of, you know, their tribe? People fleeing the war, they don't have arm and ammunition. Like, they're not coming after you. But for you to look at them and murder them, that is called genocide. And that is called mayhem. And that's what Prince Johnson did. He did a lot of killing. Right? But they can still give you a befitting, you know, funeral, state funeral. But again, Galatians 6:7, don't be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap. Whatever Prince Johnson have done, it will already catch up with him, and he's dead and gone. We're going to put it behind us. Right? If he was just going to fight a clean war without killing innocent people, what did the Council Robert do to you? Right? What did the Galley family did to you? Right? What did British Allison woman did to you? All the people he killed. He got family. And then you got a firefight. You want to go after Doe and grab him and kill him, you dead. But why did you go after people's family? Innocent people, civilians fleeing the war. And you did what you did. So again, a lot of people are not happy, you know, with the death. He died natural death. Hey, Madeline Brian, how are you? Steve Davis, how are you? Steve Davis, how are you? Farm Nana Newland, how are you? Welcome to my podcast. I'm just saying, people calling me and saying, Mr. Ratto, did you see on the social media platform today what's going on? I said, what is it? They are giving Prince Johnson a state funeral, and you see a whole lot of car in Niba County. I said, yes. Because Nibayan felt that he was a hero. Right? But other people were hurt during the war. So then the call came and said, Mr. Ratto, why are you going later? I want to ask you a question. Saint Prince Johnson is dead and gone. Will there be a war crime court still? I say yes. We still have a war crime court in Liberia. So that way, those people that committed the atrocity, those people that actually, you know, committed crimes against humanity, and those people that actually kill innocent people, you know, with the barrel of the gun, because they feel that they couldn't just do anything without, they can't come to power or get wherever they are beside the barrel of the gun. Do you know that other people in Liberia over there that did more killing than Prince Johnson, even though he was a general? Some of those people are still over there. So Prince Johnson is dead and gone. We still have to have the war crime court in Liberia. So it will set a precedent. So anybody found guilty, they should be able to send them to the Hague, right? So that way we can have a repetition of what happened in that country. Do you know how many young people that died? I got closer friends. I got family members that died during the war. The stupid and senseless stupidity because of power. Yes. So, Prince Johnson dead and gone. Some people are happy because he's dead. Some people are sad. That's life. No matter what happens, life got to go on. They can give me, I'm a crime man from Nima County. I don't believe in tribalism. I don't believe in tribalistic tendency. But Prince Johnson killing Doe and Prince Johnson killing innocent people, that was crossing the red line. He dead and gone. Do we still want a war crime court to be in Liberia so that those people that did the nasty? Hey, Steve Gaylor, how you doing? Yeah, so I'm in my military, I'm Captain Ratto, podcaster Ratto. I never held on before. I never fought in my life before, but I just wore this thing just to actually, for my audience. But thank you for the recognition. I appreciate you. Right? So, my people, those in power, I still want the government to still bring the war crime court in Liberia because they are generals who were having death squads that committed crimes against humanity during the war. From 1989 up to the time Taylor fled, and even the Lord, there are a bunch of them over there. So in order for us to not have, repeating what we did in 1989, we should have a war crime court, and those that committed the genocide, and those that committed the crime against humanity, those that committed the massacre, they should be brought to justice and face the full weight of the Lord. Yes, because why? Look at people like Benjamin Yetin. He was Taylor #1 death squad, right? I'm sorry Taylor is gone. Taylor was the death squad for Doe. Harrison Pennell was one of the death squad for Doe. And Benjamin Yetin is still alive. He needs to be brought to justice. Do you know how many people he killed? Taylor used that boy, he's dangerous, to kill all the top Nimayas. Simply because Taylor afraid that, when the revolution is over, they will actually, remove him because he feels that they are smarter than him or they are educated than him. And he used Benjamin Yetin, that dangerous man. But Galatians 6:7 says, don't be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man does, whatsoever a man sow, so shall he reap. Those people that are doing it, it will catch up with them one by one. If it don't catch up with you, it will catch up with your family, it will catch up with your loved one and your relative. It will circumvent if you are alive. Bring you to the day what he did, he's going, but it will catch up with somebody in your family for what he did, the people that he killed. Yes. So again, I just want to go 20 minutes of my time. Right? So again, Joe Boakite, wherever you are and listening to this podcast, please, I'm being a little bit excited, emotional because of I have a memory of the war. For me, during the war, I fled. I went to Sierra Leone. I was in Sierra Leone when Capet and the rest of the people that then they were able to organize young people. I'm like, you know what? 1989, I was in 12th grade. I just about to take my national exam. I was 21 years old when the war broke up. Am I going to go whole arm and die for who? For Doe? I'm not going to do that. God, no. And a bunch of the young people that actually joined your limo in Freetown, a lot of them died. Oh yeah, they are dead and gone. Yeah. I went back home. I joined the NSA. I was working with NSA for 9 years. In NSA, BlackBerry. Amos Sawyer wanted to actually get BlackBerry. They asked her to go recruit and go to Guinea. I said, no, I'm not doing that. I just graduated high school and I'm going to go to college. Yes. So I'm saying this to say, if you commit atrocity, you committed genocide, crime against humanity, you will face the full weight of the law and they will arrest them. They are generous still from the AFL, from LER, from IMPFL, Lofa Defense Force, and you name them model. They are dangerous men that committed atrocity. They should go after them. So again, the question you asked me, is it okay for Prince Johnson to be given a state funeral? Yes, he deserved it. Because he was perceived as a hero for Nibayan, right? But on the other hand, people who were committed, who were actually related to the people that he killed are not happy. The list alone. If you go on the war front as a military personnel and you are engaging your enemy force, it's a firefight. You engaging. But if the civilians are coming towards you and seeking refuge, you put them one side. But most of them, they didn't do it. On the basis of their tribe, Mandingo, crime, they were victims. And the war escalated into a troubled war. And today, we're still picking up the pieces after Ekomo came and sacrificed themselves just to be able to, for us to maintain peace in that country. And that's why when I see people doing what they're doing in Liberia, and I'm saying, you guys not tired yet? After all of this that you have done to take our country way back, if that wasn't for this war, Liberia going to be #1 in Africa, I can tell you, because Tobo took it, to that level, and Doe took it, but Doe was a dictator. I don't care what nobody say. He tried his best, but he was a dictator. And he was greedy for power. You killed Tobo on the 8th floor, 1980, and murdered 13 Ghanaian men. They got family. They come up with a flag, and they are still hurting them. Right? On top of that, 1985 election, you wrecked the election. If I were you, after the 85 election, I was just going to be like, you know what? Enough is enough. Let me turn it over. And people were still going to go after you and say, hey, we need you. Because since you left the country, it's not the way it is. But 1989, 88, you call the political party that you want them so they can actually form a collaboration with you so that you can win the election that was pending for 1991. See? And because of greed of power, you refuse to actually flee the country. That's why you were arrested. But the person that, and then body that actually killed by the soul, or through the soul, will die by the soul. So if Prince Johnson, he died natural death. But anyway, guys, I'm just trying to add my voice to many voices. The war that was fought from 1989 to 1990 because of power. It was senseless and it was stupidity at the greatest level. Liberians were killing Liberians. It wasn't a conventional war where you're fighting Guinean or you're fighting Ivorian because of power. What kind of power do you want? You killing one another. You killing pregnant women. You killing children. Are they the one actually in the way of your power? That's why I said that stupidity at the highest. And because of greed, they did what they did. But one by one, those of you that are watching me here, right now, I'm saying the truth, but nothing but the truth. You will pay the price. Yes. You guys are going to pay the price. Prince Johnson dead and gone. Natural death. But the rest of you that are watching me, don't think because Prince Johnson is gone that there will be no war crime code. It will come. It will come. There are so many dangerous generals that did those things. Rape, atrocity, mass murder, genocide, crime against humanity. And we can't sit and just sweep it under the rug. We still got to make sure that that war crime code. And let me be a little bit political with the Americans. America is a country that opened their arms to anybody to come over. That's what makes their country stronger. But 1989, when Bill Clinton was serving as the president, when this war was still in Butuo, coming from the Ivory Coast, Bill Clinton had the power to send U.S. Marine to go to Liberia to stop the senseless war that made 240,000 perish. But when he was out, he said, I'm not going to do that. That Liberian people domestic affairs. But you people are the one that nurture us. You people are the one that actually give us independence. You people are the one that sent the blacks over there to be the slave master and took the country, to the next level. And we're looking up to you guys. And when we are actually slaughtering one another because of power and stability, you need to step in as our father. But he didn't do it. That's why I'm saying they knew something about it. George W. Bush, I want to say thank you. Because if that were not for the threat that we are going to come after you, even if you go in the hole, we're coming after you. He only said it and Charles knew. When Americans say it, they mean it. If that were not for that, Charles was still going to actually, commit to atrocity and empower. Even at the time you were giving power, still. He was going after people until George Bush told him, you got to leave. And he knew that when the Americans say they mean it. If Clinton was going to say that from the beginning of the war, by this time, Liberia was going to be damaged at age right now. And because of this stupid war, those young people then that held arm, most of them are grown now. All they think about is human life to kill people. And that's why you got, proliferation of drugs in the country, because most of them didn't go to school. And for the government to actually make them, to reintegrate them, to actually, give them education, have them reintegrated, to be able to come back to the society. They're not doing it. That's why you got armed robber. That's why you got mob justice. Because they don't value human life. All they learn during the war is to kill. I'm looking at a video the last time a young man stole a bike, a motorbike, and they are taking the motorbike over human life. I was so furious. Where is the security? Where is the police? Where are the state security? They're grabbing the man in the middle. People taking pictures and people watching. They murder the guy with cold blood, with a big boulder rock 4 times, and marching over him with a keke. Who does that? Only in a country that is like a war zone. Gangster paradise. We need to face that country. And some of us will continue to speak out until Liberia is fixed. Now, we criticized George Weah for doing the thing he did. But for us to actually checkmate George Weah, it took us 4 years before we were able to checkmate him or criticize him or critique him for what he did. Now, this particular government is only a year. Maybe they will fix it. But in a 1 year time, I think it's a failure. Yes, it is a failure. Because the same critics say the same thing that he, George, that were doing, and we criticize him, that's the exact same thing that you, Joe Barker, is doing. Maybe I could be wrong, I might be wrong, because maybe they're taking advantage of the age. But hey, age got nothing to do with leadership. All you have to do is put your feet down and crack down on corruption. That's what you need to do. Right? You ride a private jet, people are still taking stones out of the country. We got resources, we got diamond, we got gold, we got rubber, we got timber, and you name it. But people will take the raw resources out of the country without going through the process. Because when you process those stones, the gold, the diamond, and the rubber, there will be a factory that will employ young people in the country. But again, it's a same 6 and 9. When you flip 9 this way, it becomes 6. When you flip 6 this way, it becomes 9. Where are we heading to? We need a president that will put his feet down and fight for the people. But Bouaka, I think you're a little too soft. I can tell you this. I'm not ready to take my political bazooka yet to turn it over to you to go full blast. Full blast in criticizing you because it's too early for that. Right? So the last time I recommended on my last podcast, is I'm going 30 minutes, right? Is it 30 minutes now? Or 25 minutes, 5 more minutes ago. And I was reading an article, my American boy account. And I blast him up, so let me slow down for my American boy. What are you man talking? Yeah, ain't talking, but we don't understand what you're saying. I think I'm speaking Liberian English because a lot of the people that watch me are Liberian. And most of them are illiterate. They don't understand the jargon. So we have to speak the pidgin English for them to understand what we say. So I was reading an article the last time, and I was watching the TRC Truth and Reconciliation, and I come across something that really struck me, and I was like, oh wow, we need people with mind for the country. We don't need people who will siphon the country resources simply because of power. And there are a few group of people in that country that got the country at heart. And one of them is Blamo Nelson. Blamo Nelson got that country at heart. I can tell you that. And I give you a little, reference why I want Blamo Nelson to be the next president. If anybody watching me under the sound of my voice right here, right now, if you know Blamo Nelson, please send his number. We need to petition him. Yes. He was a leader for self. Yeah. Self. Special emergency life food. And during the process, people were accusing him of being nepotist, like taking his partisan. But he said, no. If you feel that I'm doing what I'm doing, then let there be an election for self. Special emergency life food. And they said that's a great idea. And people need to elect their own chairperson. And he didn't stop. Under the command and the leadership of the American Marine, he was able to navigate throughout the country to make sure that special emergency life food is supplied to the people. And when Tobo came here in 1979 to attend the United Nations, conference, he actually called member of the YOLA, United Library Association in America, Charles Taylor, Mike Bala, Jesse Cooper, Shafa Nomo, Blamo Nelson, and you name them, they were the head. But they refused on ground that the government in Liberia is centralized. And when the people are crying for the government to be decentralized so they can give them what they want, they refused to even allow the countrymen to take certain strategic position. And on the basis of that, they refused the invitation by Togo. That was 1979. The only person that actually accepted the invitation was Blamo Nelson. He came. But when he came, they gave him a camcorder because he was like a mass communication, student, doing journalism and other stuff like that, TV broadcasting. And he did computer as well. So Toba gave him what he wanted. But while they were in the process of that, 1980, he died. When Doe got in power, those people that refused to come at the invitation of Toba, they all came. Baibala, Chatilo, and all of them came. Blamo Nelson was also a deputy director general for GSA. And he served as a senator for Grand Creek County. And Blamo Nelson worked as a director general for the cabinet during the Taylor regime. But my point I'm making here is he's a young man that actually get the country at heart. And I believe a man like that is given state power. He will make sure that all the resources will be utilized. There'll be infrastructure. The country will be developed. I can tell you this. Because those that are actually working with Joe Boakai, they are taking advantage of his age. And you need to actually open your eyes to do more than what he's doing right now. So again, is it okay for Prince Johnson to be giving a state funeral? Yes, he deserves it. But am I happy with the atrocity he committed? No, I'm not happy. And that one, he dead and gone. But the war crime court should still go to Liberia so it can serve as a benchmark for those that actually committed the atrocity, crime against humanity, genocide, and you name it. And someone then used the barrel of the gun to get property. Right here, right now, I'm not going to call names, but they are there. They know themselves. And for that reason, I want the United Nations to carry that war crime court in Liberia to make sure to pursue and get those investigated and send them. The revolution fighter is at Hague. That is Charles Taylor. They should follow him there. So with that being said, I said 30 minutes. It's already 30 minutes. And I was just adding my voice. Again, those of you that are watching via YouTube, I want you to actually subscribe to my channel and look for Jim Ratto, WRATTO. And if you want to actually get more of the podcasts on a daily basis, I will let you to support, but do a cash apps, $ Jim G Ratto, one word, $ Jim G Ratto. That is my cash app. If you want to get star, that would be great. All right. Now, let me be political right now too before I let you go. Again, those of you that are actually watching via Facebook, I need you to follow. I need you to share. Sorry, guys. And I need you to actually like. Because my hands are full, but I have to find a chance to do what I'm doing. All right? I start work again tomorrow, but after work tomorrow, I will try to do at least 30 minutes every day so that I'll be able to actually give you what you want. Okay. So with that being said, I want to be political a little bit here. I don't care what nobody say. That's me. All right. I'm in a camouflage military uniform right now. Captain Ratto is talking politics, right? So why is it that Funaki Kofa, the so-called majority black, want him ousted or want him to be out? Do you know the reason why? I can tell you right here, right now. Because they feel that he will be a threat to them come 2029. Because Omejo Boakai may not go for the second term due to the age and the health. That's a fight. I can tell you that. And Jeremiah Kun, he thinking that if Funati remain the speaker, right, the chance of him becoming the president will be very slim. Because Funadi Kofa is a lawyer. Funadi Kofa been in the country here. He got the education, and Funadi Kofa, is doing the right thing. So there'll be a popularity, and the people will gravitate towards him. That's the main thing, and they are doing everything to stop him from becoming the. They are doing everything to actually kick him out. And hey, guys, let us pay a spade. Am I a friend or a fan of Funati Kofa? No. But if you want to remove the man, maintain the 49 signature as the Constitution states. You have to got 49, but you got honor 49. And you are saying Rachel Kuhn will be our next speaker. That is not democracy. No. If you want to remove him, make sure you actually, campaign and get your 49 signature. Guy, boom, this is 49 signature. Now you got to get out. This is who we want. But you're not doing it. And up to this day, the horse is divided. So-called majority black. And then we got minority black. Where are we heading to? Spend the money. If you got you already spent money to actually get 49, but you didn't get it. Continue spending the money. If you get a 49, then of course you get moving. But because you've been a threat and the future, president of our country, he might win the election if he remains as a speaker and campaign because he's doing the best he can. Right? Conflict and interest must vote. I'm not campaigning for him, but that's just a fact. Make sure you get your 49 signature. And that nonsense that happened at the Capitol building the last time, when you started ablaze, we need to find out who did it. Even if Randy Kofa, Rachel Kuhn, Safoko, you name them. Because they will not go to do that arson that took place. They will pay people to do it. And those people they pay, when you actually arrest them, they will speak. But they will not lie to now. They should be able to tell the people who sent them. All right. I think I will stop here for now. It just came from out. I'll take a break. I'm going to come by later on. Maybe around 9 o'clock tonight or 8 o'clock. Thank you all so much. I'm Jim Ratto Jr. And those of you that are watching me, share the video, like the video, and follow. Bye for now.